What's up, YouTube people? It's your boy Patty McNinja, and I'm super psyched because we're only 2 months away for my brand new Zelda game, and we actually got an extended look at the gameplay for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom the other day, and I want to watch that and I want to talk about it. So without further ado, let's rock. Alright, so I got the gameplay trailer pulled up. Let's go ahead and get started.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. First, I have some news. Development on the Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is now complete.
So it's gone gold, that's
Thank you
exciting.
very much for waiting. Many of you are looking forward to this game.
Looking forward to it is a
so
huge understatement. I'm super psyched.
Although it'll just be a brief glimpse, I'm going to actually play the game for you all today and show you what it's like.
So he's basically gonna do a let's play,
Okay.
which is pretty sick.
Let's
As a
begin.
former let's player myself, that's pretty
Here
awesome.
we are in the land of Hyrule.
The real question is, do you think he's
Like the
actually
Legend of
playing
Zelda
right
Breath of the
now?
Wild, there's a vast world to explore. Of course, it's not just the same world as is. It's changed in many ways. If we talk about all of the changes today, we'll run out of time, so we hope you'll seek them out for yourself when the game launches.
Yeah, I mean, half of the fun of this game is just
In
exploring,
this
so...
game, the vast world of Hyrule reaches high into the sky. You'll notice some landmasses floating up there. We call them Sky Islands. You're probably wondering something. How do you get to the Sky Islands when they're so high up?
Pretty sure you're about to show us right now.
If we take a look, oh, something's falling from the sky.
Oh, what a
Do you
coincidence.
see it?
Right
I
when
wonder
I'm
what that
recording
is.
this video.
Let's head over to it. We're almost at the spot where the object
I would
fell.
love if it just started raining right now, so he would have to deal
Here.
with the bullshit that we
Okay,
always
let's
had to
use one
deal
of Link's
with.
new abilities. If you do this on the rock that just fell,
What are we doing here?
look, it started rising.
Oh, that's awesome.
This
I
power is known as
love
recall,
that.
which rewinds an object's movement.
one of my favorite things about Breath
Since
of the
I just
Wild
used recall on the
is
fallen
the
rock, I can
everybody's
now
like
rise into the sky.
creativity. Like
We're a
people
lot
were
closer
literally
to the Sky
making
Islands.
makeshift vehicles by
Let's use the
using Link's
paraglider to reach
abilities.
one of them.
And so I'm
There are a
really
few other
excited
Sky Islands floating here too.
to see what people can do with that ability. I'm sure that they're going to show off more abilities as
made it.
well, but recall, that seems
There
like
are
a
lots of
very
ways to
cool
reach the
way
Sky Islands, so we hope you'll
to
try a
get
few different
creative
methods.
and kind of traverse the area.
Okay, now we're on a slightly bigger Sky Island. Just like on the surface, there are several man-made structures. Some trees are also growing here. You won't see many
Those
of
yellow
on
trees
the
are
surface,
pretty...
though. Let's walk around for a bit.
Do they have like a significance? Because he brought them up. Like, you're not going to see those very
There's a
often.
branch on the ground. When you find something like this, you should pick it up. It might come in handy later. Let's continue.
Are the yellow branches actually
something's
important,
there.
or is he just going
This
to
is
fight
a
with
brand
it?
new enemy called a construct.
He's just
We'll
going to fight
it
with it.
using the branch we just picked up.
I do like that there's new enemies, because
the
that's a
branch
thing that
broke.
needs to happen.
Not good, not good. Quick. Get
So
another branch
apparently
and
weapon durability is back,
we defeated it.
which I know is going to upset some people, but I don't hate it as much as
Moving
most
on.
people do. I just think that
We've now
they
explored
have to
more of
fine
this Sky
tune it a
Island.
little bit. I think that
As
if they can
expected,
fine tune it,
fighting
it'll
with
be
just a branch
fine.
won't
Like
get us very
maybe
far.
like a way
Also,
to
this branch is almost broken.
like
So here's another one of Link's new abilities.
repair
If we use
the
this
weapons.
branch and the rock over here,
What's he doing now?
do this. Look, we can stick them
That's
together. We
dope.
created a makeshift
I
hammer.
love that.
This is called fuse. You can stick objects together
That's so
to create
cool.
new weapons with various effects.
Can you only do
Let's
it
take
with
on
the
another
branches?
construct with this fused weapon.
So that's
We're dealing
their
with two of them
solution to
at
the
once.
weapon durability, is that you can fuse and basically create new
we
weapons,
beat one.
which is going to make it more
The
durable.
weapon's attack has definitely improved. The other branch broke, but this weapon has much better durability.
Can you only do it
You
with
can
those
do all sorts of things by experimenting
branches?
with the fuse ability.
I'm guessing not.
You can fuse two weapons, for example.
So
If you
obviously
take this
it's
long
not just
stick
about the
and fuse it
branches.
with a pitchfork,
So you're just gonna make like a super long pokey
we can
stick?
create a weapon with a much longer
That's
attack range.
crazy. I actually really
With this,
like
we don't have
that.
to get too close to enemies, and we can safely attack from a distance.
This
You
is
can also
huge.
fuse arrows
This
with
is so
materials
cool.
in your inventory. For instance, try fusing this leaf to an arrow. Fuse an ice elemental material.
It's gonna be
to an
so
arrow
much fun
and
to mess around with this
You can
ability.
freeze faraway enemies.
Again, one of my favorite parts of the original game is people's
addition,
creativity,
let's
using
see.
Link's abilities and weapons and all that good
There's
stuff
a bird flying
to
around.
just mess around.
If you're out hunting, you might feel that aiming with an arrow is too difficult.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be
Apparently,
very
my eyes can't track
easy.
fast-moving objects as of late,
to shoot
so
those.
my shots rarely land.
He's not even trying to hit
So
those
at times
birds.
like these, here's an eyeball you can get by defeating monsters.
What is that gonna do
Fuse it to
though?
an arrow and look, it homed in on the
That's
target.
so cool.
Let's try this
I
on
love
another
that. I mean, it does kind of make the combat
fire
a
in
little
that
bit
general
easier
direction.
though.
It's very simple.
Like if you don't really have to aim with an
Depending on what
arrow,
you stick together, the fuse ability could also be beneficial. for
it makes combat even easier than it was, because that's one of my
hunting.
main
Fused a
complaints
mushroom to my
about
shield. Now,
the
you're
first
probably
game
wondering,
is
does
that
this have
the
any
combat
use?
is pretty easy.
Well, this mushroom is actually a puff shroom. Let's fight an enemy with this.
Is it just gonna add durability?
I blocked with the shield. Okay, there's smoke.
Oh,
now.
is it like a smoke
The enemy
grenade
has lost
basically?
sight of Link, so attack.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Even if
that's
you
pretty
struggle
cool.
with combat, you can take down enemies using similar methods. In the previous game, you'd usually get powerful weapons by defeating strong enemies. But in this game, fusing even the weakest weapon with something else could turn it into a useful weapon. There are even more gameplay options for sticking things together. Let me demonstrate. Some of the Sky Islands even have rivers.
Are we gonna get
We'll
some
walk
underwater
across
stuff?
This one, but swimming across it, well, the river's too wide for that.
I don't think so.
We need a boat.
Oh
Of
shit.
course, there isn't anything that resembles
We've
a boat
seen
around
some
here.
some vehicles
So,
in previous
We'll lift up
trailers.
this log and attach it to a second log.
So he's gonna make a raft.
Let's do one more. We'll bring this over here and attach a third log. It's a makeshift raft. This is another new ability called Ultra Hand. Even
I love
though the
that.
logs are currently attached, they can be detached. Let's modify the shape of the raft.
Why? I mean, I don't get why you need to
can
do
always
that.
attach
I mean, I guess
things
it's
or
cool to
detach
show
them
us,
like
but
this.
I don't get why you would necessarily need to do that.
Now, if we put this on the water, it's made of wood, so the buoyancy will keep it afloat. We've made a simplified version of a boat. However, it won't move in its current state, so we'll need something to propel it forward.
On that last one, wasn't there a sail?
There's something here.
Oh,
Let's
are
try
those
hitting
just
it.
like little fans? Yep, those are fans.
Oh, wind. It's
Is that a
blowing wind.
battery? Oh, so they
Looks
must
like we found a fan. Why don't we try attaching?
they must have a limited battery. I wonder how you charge those. Oh, it must just charge on its own.
We'll attach another one. This should make the boat well balanced. Okay, they're
That's
attached.
really cool. I
All
love
right,
that.
let's try moving the boat. Hey, it's moving. It's
That's
sailing pretty
so
fast
cool.
with the wind from the fans.
I love that.
Since we
I
added
love
two
that you can
fans,
make
we should be able
actual
to cross the
vehicles
river in
now.
no time.
Like I said earlier, it's like people would make
All right,
makeshift
we reached the other
vehicles using Link's abilities. Now the fact that you can
In the
actually
most
make a
recent trailer, we
legitimate
showed scenes
vehicle.
of Link riding a large car and a flying machine. Those vehicles actually aren't in the game from the start. Instead, you'll be
That's
able
so
to
cool.
freely craft them
I
on your own.
absolutely love that.
There are all
That is
sorts of
awesome.
objects you'll come across in this game.
That's gonna make the game
And
so
depending
much
on how
fun
you
to just
use your
mess around.
imagination, you can do a lot with them.
I absolutely
so,
love
try
that.
crafting different things and explore this world at your leisure.
I love that they're kind of leaning into that.
There are even more new abilities. Take this building over here. Okay, watch this. Look, I passed right through the ceiling.
I don't know if that's as cool
This
as
new
the other
ability
ones.
is called Ascend. If you're in a place with a ceiling,
I just
you
don't
can go
know
through
when you would necessarily use that all that often.
to the floor above you. There are some restrictions, but what's great about this ability is that as long as there's a ceiling, you can use it anywhere.
Oh shit.
For
That's
example,
gonna be awesome.
This place has a cave with a hill right above
I
it.
take back what I just said.
If we use the ability here,
You're not gonna have to climb mountains anymore as long as there's a cave, right? Yeah, I mean that's exactly what
Come
he's doing
on.
right now.
keep going.
That's pretty
Okay.
awesome.
We emerged at the top of the hill. In the previous game, you had to use stamina to climb a mountain. But in this game, if there's a mountain with a cave like this one, you can now get to the top without having to climb all the way up. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in a cage. If it's got a ceiling, you know what to do, right? Exactly. Oh, there's another construct. It seems to be holding a strange weapon. Some enemies are equipped with fused weapons, so battles will play out
that's
a bit
cool.
differently from the previous game.
I like that they're trying to
it
make
blew
the
me away with
combat a
wind.
little bit different than the first
Looks
game.
like it's got some
Because
sort
like
of
I said
fan.
earlier, the combat, once you kind of get used to it, it's tough at the beginning.
I got pushed
But
off.
at first it's tough when
Oh,
you don't
well,
really
let's
have a
just
whole
return to
lot.
the surface.
But after you get the groove of it,
You can
it's
quickly
pretty
descend from the
easy.
sky to the surface like this. It feels
That's
so
pretty
good.
cool.
In the sky, you'll be able to look out
Kind
across
of
the
looks
land.
like Fortnite, but
You can
whatever.
also search for destinations that pique your interest. Once you've chosen your destination, you can speed things up, like this. Let's dive into this river. And we're back on the surface.
Doesn't seem like that was deep
There are
enough
still so many
to
things I'd like
cushion
show
that,
you,
but whatever.
Let's leave it at that for now.
So is that it? I think that might be it.
What did you think?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Some of Link's new abilities.
Well, there you have it, folks. That is the extended gameplay trailer for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously, I'm super psyched for this game. Didn't think it was possible, but I'm actually more excited now that we've gotten to see an extended look at the gameplay, especially Link's new abilities. I wasn't sure how they were going to improve upon Breath of the Wild because I do think it's a fantastic game, but considering it was their first attempt to bring open world to Zelda, there was definitely some areas that they could improve. And I think with the new abilities, they are trying to improve upon that game. I think people's biggest complaint with Breath of the Wild is weapon durability. Like I said earlier, I don't have a huge issue with it. I do think that it can be improved upon, and obviously they're trying to do that with the fuse ability. Now, I don't think it's a perfect solution. I would prefer to be able to kind of like have a simple crafting system where you can like repair your weapons instead of just fusing them together, but it's an interesting strategy. And I do think, again, I said this a couple of times while we were watching the trailer, one of my favorite things about Breath of the Wild is the community's creativity with Link's different abilities. And I think that people are going to get really crazy with the fuse ability. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Now, I didn't love everything that they showed off. Again, I do want to circle back to the arrow thing. I understand that you have to have the materials to fuse together, but if you just go around collecting eyeballs and you're able to fuse them to your arrows, and it basically becomes like a heat-seeking missile sort of arrow, it does kind of make the combat a little bit easier for a game that the combat, once you get out of like the first 10-15 hours, is pretty easy to begin with. So I don't know if I love that. And then there was a few nitpicks I have about Breath of the Wild that they didn't really touch on in this particular gameplay trailer, which makes sense. They were obviously focused on showing us Link's new abilities, which I totally get. They're not going to check every single box with this, 12, 13-minute trailer. So I totally get that. I am kind of curious to see what they're going to do with the story, reusing the same map. Like, how are they going to overcome those obstacles, which again, they're obviously not going to go over in this particular video, but I am a little bit nervous about that. But overall, don't get me wrong, I'm super excited for this game. It was my most anticipated game when I did that video in January, and it's still, like, I'm still super excited about it. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, and Zelda is pretty much the only game that could come out this year that would make me more excited for Spider-Man 2. But it's Zelda. I've played it since I was a little kid, and I'm super excited for this game. So yes, it didn't check every single box, but again, I didn't expect it to. But those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. Of course, if you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate it if you smash that like button, as the kids say. Consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, ding that bell. That way you get notified every time I post a video. I post weekly gaming related content, so if you enjoy that type of stuff, definitely consider subscribing and dinging that bell. But until next video, take it easy. What's up, YouTube people? It's your boy Patty McNinja, and this is my boy Yoshi, aka Kitty Boy, and we were just talking, and we agree that since you made it this far in the video, you might as well subscribe. You wouldn't want to disappoint Kitty Boy, would you?